been so long and I'm tired. The lies, the cheating with men, with his bodyguard at some point. I'm done.
It now looks like Ja Rule has filed for divorce, and the reason isn't money or the usual irreconcilable differences. According to online reports, his wife Aisha allegedly released an intimate video involving Ja Rule and his own bodyguard, and the situation has embarrassed him deeply. Suddenly, a lot of his recent strange behavior makes more sense. People noticed how Ja Rule had been loudly criticizing 50 Cent for producing the Diddy documentary and trying to say he was defending the culture. But Aisha claims that wasn't the real story at all. She says Ja Rule has actually been struggling because 50 Cent supposedly has even more footage that could expose him in another private situation involving Diddy and the bodyguard. Aisha says she has been protecting him for years, but now she's done, and Ja Rule feels betrayed. After nearly 25 years of marriage, he has reportedly decided to walk away. What makes the situation even more shocking is that the footage people are talking about was allegedly released by Aisha herself. Viewers say the video shows Ja Rule with the man she identifies as his bodyguard, and the moment between them appears very close and intense. Some people online are also claiming that there may be even more explicit footage that hasn't been fully revealed yet. Fans are stunned, social media is buzzing, and many believe this may also explain why Ja Rule has been arguing with 50 Cent so aggressively lately. Aisha suggests Ja Rule has been trying to discredit 50 Cent before any more footage is released, because if 50 really does have more receipts, things could get even messier.
Well, everything couldn't make the, was 4 episodes.
Right.
So it was a lot, you had to pick and choose things, like even in an area where he chooses to date people who he knows previously dated someone. He has a baby by a woman that was dating Tupac.
Wow.
To add to it, but we had to cut it down so he couldn't.
For time.
Yeah.
So are you coming out? I know next year is going to be a number 2. Season 2?
Or I just put it on YouTube.
I just put it on YouTube. Well, we can subscribe and get it. I love it.
Here's a rewritten version in simple, natural-sounding English, expanded to about 120 words, with clearer grammar and phrasing, while keeping the tone human and avoiding repeated wording. I've also framed the claims as allegations rather than facts. Ja Rule's reaction starts to make more sense now, because it seems like he has been under serious pressure and acting out online. To be fair, he has actually done a strong job trying to make 50 Cent look dishonest and hypocritical. In one Instagram post, Ja Rule shared old photos of 50 and Diddy and wrote that this situation was not about Diddy, who is already in jail, but about Curtis acting like a moral hero while allegedly having his own history of wrongdoing. He also posted articles and legal papers about claims involving 50's past business partners, saying people are afraid to speak up about Curtis, so he will speak instead.
You had a beef with, or have a beef with Ja Rule?
Yeah, that's an old school. That's an old.
But I understand in October you did something to get back at Ja Rule.
Yeah.
And please tell the people what you did.
I bought like the first 4 rows in his concert.
Bought the first 4 rows in his concert?
Yeah, they was like on Groupon for $15. It wasn't a big deal. They was showing me the stuff on there, and my sister and stuff, and I said, yo, they put concert tickets in? And I looked, and his tickets was there. I was like, how much are the tickets? $15. I said, okay, give me the first 4 rows.
Sure, here's a rewritten version in simple, natural-sounding English, about 200 words, with smoother grammar and no repeated wording or robotic tone. Ja Rule has always joked about 50 Cent being petty, but back then most people thought Ja was only speaking out to get revenge for years of trolling and embarrassment. Now that Aisha has come forward with claims about his private life, everything suddenly feels different and the situation makes more sense. People close to the couple say their marriage has been tense for a long time. They argue often, and whatever love they once shared has slowly been replaced with anger and resentment. This also isn't the first time Aisha has hinted that Ja Rule was secretly involved with men. When he served time in prison in 2011, rumors surfaced that he became close with another inmate. After he came home, their relationship changed, and Aisha eventually spoke out, saying that years of building a family seemed to fall apart overnight. According to her, Ja later admitted that he had been seeing his personal trainer, who she eventually learned was a man. She hoped it was only a confusing phase, but now she believes his long-running feud with 50 Cent may have had deeper emotional roots than people realized. From her point of view, Ja's obsession with 50 Cent wasn't only about music or competition. It may have been personal in ways fans never imagined.
When they gave him a brown paper bag, he was just putting stuff in there. So I said, damn, you know, he got to go put it on the counter and, you know, show everybody what he's getting. So as he going, I'm just looking at the places where he picking stuff from. So there's one part he picked up some things from up here on my left side. And then he picked like quite a few of them down. I was like, okay. He put them in the bag. So when I went by there and I looked up there and it said plugs. And I was like, hey, yo, what are you getting this for? And it said plugs. And he was like, yo, can I do my shopping by myself? I said, yeah, you could do it by yourself, brother. Next thing you know, somebody rang the doorbell. We had the presidential suite where we was at. So I opened the door and the dude said, yo, I'm here for my cousin. I said, who your cousin? And he said, Ja Rule. I said, well, he busy right now. He said, he busy doing what? I said, he with Puff, they're in the room, they busy, they don't want to be bothered. He said, well, I'm going in there.
Here's a rewritten version in simple, natural-sounding English, expanded to about 34 words, with corrected grammar and a human tone, without repeating the same wording. Jaguar Wright also spoke up, claiming Ja Rule refused to let his wife visit him in prison because he was involved with his cellmates, and even after his release, one of them reportedly kept sending him letters.
And then she found the letters of your boo loving up on your cupcake and cellmate, your little fruit. You know, open your mouth. Tell the truth. You know, Gene was talking about you when he had to throw your cousin up there in the piano.
Afterward, Jaguar kept going and attacked Jewel.
Pick me. Tell the truth and shame the devil.
Sheesh. All right. So along with this whole
Go turn on your wife so you can play hide the soap. You fucking
People called him an Illuminati follower, and Jaguar said he disrespects women, including his wife.
These ain't got no respect for women. They ain't got no respect for women. Woo, they give birth to your children. They put up with all of your shit. They gotta listen to everybody gossiping about which you're when the truth is you're fake niggas. And you probably suck better than your girl.
Here's a clearer, natural-sounding 60-word rewrite in simple English, with correct grammar and punctuation, no repetitive wording, and a human tone. This situation is already messy, but it goes even deeper. People now believe Ja Rule kept defending Diddy because of their past connection and the rumors about them. When he appeared on Piers Morgan's show and was asked about the accusations against Diddy, Ja looked uncomfortable and avoided giving a direct answer, choosing vague and cautious words instead.
I think a guy is a friend of yours, which is P. Diddy, Sean Diddy Coombs. What's your take on what's happening with him?
Again, man, you know, it's another black man in this industry going through some unfortunate, you know, circumstances. And so, you know, I wish him luck as well with everything he's going through. And, you know, you know, and if there's victims in this, you know, I can't speak on things that I don't know about Pierce. And so I try not to. I try to leave those things to those who do that. That's why people have podcasts and stuff like that. They talk about these things back and forth. I don't really get involved with that, but yeah, I wish everybody, you know, love and pray.
Now watch everyone get uncomfortable, awkwardly laughing at Pierce's joke about Diddy.
What's up, Fausto? I'm doing an interview, baby. I'm live on TV. I'll check y'all later. I'll come golf with y'all later. Yeah.
Who's that, Diddy?
But who?
Was that Diddy or Fiddy?
Who? Fausto. That's my guy, Fausto. You got jokes, Pierce. I see you got jokes.
Y'all, the signs were there all along, but we just didn't notice. Even now, Ja Rule still isn't owning up to anything. Reports say he's lashing out at Aisha, blaming her for embarrassing him and ruining his life. To get back at her, he supposedly filed for divorce because he can't forgive her for exposing their secrets. Their marriage was already shaky, so Aisha probably doesn't care much. But this wasn't a quiet breakup. He filed because everything he tried to hide came back to the surface. Once Aisha stopped covering for him all the odd behavior, the random outbursts, the attacks on 50 Cent, the constant defending of Diddy started making sense. Now, with the marriage over and tension rising, if Aisha really meant she's done protecting him, this isn't the end. It feels like the moment when all the buried drama finally explodes, and trust me, it's only going to get messy.